Meghan Markle's recent appearance at Godmother's bookstore took an unexpected and embarrassing turn, raising further questions about her ability to connect with the public. What was intended to be a modest literary gathering quickly spiraled into a PR disaster, marked by the crowd's harsh reception and a series of poor decisions that left Meghan flustered and humiliated. From the moment Meghan walked into the event, the atmosphere was far from welcoming. Instead of polite applause, she was met with booing and heckling from the audience, a clear sign that her presence was not as warmly anticipated as one might expect for a duchess. This negative reception only intensified when suspicions arose that Meghan's attendance wasn't a spontaneous visit, but rather a calculated PR move. The fact that her agent co-owns the bookstore raised eyebrows, leading many to believe that Meghan's appearance was more about personal gain than a genuine love for literature. The audience's frustration didn't stop at Meghan's entrance. Attendees had been eagerly awaiting Oprah Winfrey, whose name carries far more weight in such circles. Oprah's delayed arrival only added to the palpable tension in the room. Meghan, seemingly oblivious to the crowd's mood, attempted to engage the audience with a speech about the importance of bookstores. However, her words quickly shifted into what many described as a self-centered monologue. Rather than focusing on the event or the subject at hand, Meghan's speech turned into a discussion about herself, leaving the audience cold and further alienating the crowd. As the crowd grew restless, Meghan's discomfort became increasingly evident. Her speech was overshadowed by Oprah's long-awaited arrival, with attention instantly shifting away from Meghan. Oprah's presence had a magnetic effect, drawing the focus away from Meghan, who was left visibly flustered and out of her depth. In a desperate attempt to regain control of the room, Meghan suggested interviewing Oprah on the spot, perhaps hoping to salvage the situation by piggybacking on Oprah's popularity. But Oprah, known for her carefully curated public appearances, swiftly dismissed the idea. It was clear to everyone that Oprah had no intention of participating in an unscripted interview, especially under such circumstances. As the crowd's frustration grew more palpable, Meghan decided to make an early exit, citing her need to care for her children. Her departure, however, did little to quell the simmering tension in the room, leaving the event marred by a lingering sense of dissatisfaction. What should have been a straightforward literary event turned into a public relations disaster for Meghan, with the Duchess once again struggling to win over the audience. This latest misstep adds to the growing perception that Meghan's public appearances are often seen as self-serving and out of touch. The negative reception she faced at Godmother's bookstore reflects a broader issue. Despite her repeated efforts to position herself as a relatable, compassionate figure, many remain unconvinced. Her habit of turning every appearance into an opportunity for self-promotion, as seen in her bookstore speech, only fuels the narrative that she is more focused on advancing her own image than genuinely engaging with her audience. The fallout from the event is likely to have lasting effects on Meghan's already fragile public image. What was intended to be a quiet, literary evening turned into yet another example of her struggles to connect with the public in a meaningful way. Instead of leaving the crowd inspired, Meghan left behind a trail of frustration and disappointment, raising more questions about her future public engagements. As Meghan retreated from the bookstore, the damage had been done. The audience had come to see Oprah, and while she eventually made her entrance, the evening had already been overshadowed by Meghan's failed attempt to steal the spotlight. This latest PR blunder is sure to be a topic of discussion, as it highlights the challenges Meghan faces in trying to redefine her public image in a world that seems increasingly skeptical of her intentions.